Today I'm excited to share the secret of creating awesome text animation using DaVinci Resolve. In this easy to follow tutorial, I will guide you through every step from simple text animation to cool kinetic typography, whether you are just starting out or want to improve your animation skills. I am Vikas Kumar from Skyline Motions and happy to have you here. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it by starting a new project. This motion graphics tutorial will be a bit longer, around 20 minutes. That's because I want to make sure you to understand each and every step. I will show you the new multi-merge node, which is really exciting. So make sure you watch this video till the end and consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up to show your love and support. Alright, so here we are in DaVinci Resolve 18.5, and before we start, all you have to do the basic setting. So click on this setting button in the corner. Use this setting resolution 1920 by 1080, frame rate 60, and click on save. Once you have done the basic setting, just go to the media pool and create a new fusion composition. Duration, make it 5 seconds long and click on create. And let's drag and drop the fusion composition on the timeline and jump straight into the fusion page. And here we have the media out node, so just drag this media out to the side for now, and let's start by creating a background node. So this is the background button. Let's drag and drop on the flow window. You have to drag and drop any node to the viewer to get a preview of the node. Let's change the color of the background, so it's very simple. Just go to inspector window. I'm going to use this color code for a specific color, just like that, and hit OK. So as you can see, we have a gray background. Now let's animate the background. So it's very simple again. Just select the background, add a transform node with it. Just drag the transform to the viewer. Just go to on frame number 60. Here we have the center, which is the position. So just right click on the center, click on animate, or you can also click on the diamond button to add a keyframe. Just go to very first frame of this animation and then just drag the background to the left hand side. And obviously it is a linear animation, so we have to make it smoother. It's very important. Just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen, and check the parameter where you have added a keyframe. So just check the center parameter, click on fit button, highlight all the keyframes, hit S on the keyboard to smooth, or you can also click on this smooth button. So just go to very first frame and set it like this. And now we have nice and simple smooth animation. Now it's time to add media to the project. You can use image or video, whatever you want. So just go to edit page, and here just go to the media pool, right click on that, click on import media, select your image or video file that you want to use in this project and click on open. And now let's drag and drop the video clip on the timeline, just like that. And here we have to match the duration of the video clip according to the fusion clip. You can simply drag the video clip and fit this video clip according to the fusion composition. If you want to add the slow motion effect on the video clip, you can simply right click on the video clip and use this option, change clip speed. And once you have done the slow motion, just go to inspector window. We have the real-time scaling, so open it up, and this is the real-time process. Set it to optical flow for extra smoothness, and now you can close the inspector window. Once you have done all the settings, just right click on the video clip or image file and just go to the new compound clip and make it a compound clip. You can call it media. Click on create. And then you can remove the media from the timeline by hitting backspace. Alright, and then you can go to the fusion page again, and here let's import the media. So just go to media pool. This is the media. Let's drag and drop on the flow window. And as you can see, we have a colorful image. So select the media, add a color corrector node with it, drag the color corrector to the viewer. And here we have to do some basic settings. So this is the saturation. Let's set the saturation 0 and make it black and white. Let's increase the contrast and set it 1.1. Down the gain value and set it 0.8. Now it's looking perfect. These setting depends on each and every image. So you have to make it black and white with high contrast, just like that. And now let's animate the media. So select the color corrector, add a transform node and drag the transform to the viewer. First of all, we have to create a scale animation. So just go to the end of this animation. Here we have the size parameter in the transform 2. So just right click on the size, click on animate and set the value 1.2. And just go to very first frame of this animation and set the value 1.4. And now we will get a zoom out animation, but we have to keep it linear. We don't have to make it smoother. Now we have to add one more animation to keep the footage in center. So what we have to do, just go to on frame number 30, which is equal to half a second. And here we have the center. Just right click on center, click on animate. Just go to frame number 150. And let's drag the footage on the right hand side just a little bit. And after that, we have to make this animation smoother. So just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. And this time uncheck the transform 1, check the transform 2. So we don't have to do anything with the scale. So just uncheck the size and check the displacement only, which is the center, and click on fit button. Just select both the keyframes and click on smooth button. And now we have an animation on this image. And after that, we have to create matte layer for this video clip. So it's very simple again. Just take a new background node, hit F2 on the keyboard to rename, and let's call it matte. And I'm going to attach the polygon mask with this. So this is the polygon. Let's attach the polygon with the matte and select the polygon. Let's increase the size of the preview window. We have to remove the pre-attached keyframe first. So right click on this text, click on remove polygon 1 polyline, and then we have to create fresh new animation. So first of all, we have to create a rectangular shape around this frame by holding shift, just like that. Just go to frame number 30, right click on this text, click on animate. Just go to frame number 90, which is equal to 1.5 seconds. And here we have to turn on the guide first. So just right click on the preview window, go to guide and turn on the guide. Select these two control points, hold shift on the keyboard, and just place these control points in the center of the frame. And now we have this type of animation, as you can see, but we have to add one more animation on this polygon. So it's very simple. Just go to frame number 60. Here we have the center. Just right click on center, click on animate, and just go to very beginning of this animation and drag the rectangle outside of the frame on the left hand side, just like that. Now you can see the result. We have a linear animation, as you can see, but we have to make it smoother. Just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. This time we have to check the polygon 1 only. Click on fit button. Here we have two different parameters, displacement and polygon. Select all the keyframes, hit S to smooth, and we have to make ease in graph. So hold this handle and place it on the frame number 0, just like that. And here we have one more graph. So highlight this keyframe, and this is the handle. Hold the handle and place it over here on the frame number 30, as you can see. And now you can close the graph editor. And here we have the final result, which is very smooth, as you can see. And after that, I'm going to place this video clip inside of the matte, the black section. So what we have to do, let's take a new merge node. It's very simple to connect. Use this matte as a background and this one as a foreground. So connect the yellow background point with this matte, green foreground point with this transform. And now you can drag and drop the merge to the viewer. Select the merge and go to operator, change over to in. Alright, and here we have this type of animation, as you can see. Now we have to merge this video clip with the main background. I'm going to use this output as a foreground and this one as a background. So connect the foreground point with the background and we will get the new merge. Let's drag the merge to the viewer. And here we have the background, which is almost ready. And now it's time to add the text into the scene. So it's very simple. Just take a new text node, drag the text to the viewer, type anything, whatever you want. Select your favorite font style, and here we have to increase the size of the text. So I'm going to set the value 0.12. Perfect. And we have to align the text on the left hand side. So click on the H anchor left. Perfect. I'm going to set the text right over here. And after that, we have to create 3 different copies of the text node because I want to type 3 different lines. So select the text, hit Ctrl C to copy, hit Ctrl V to paste. Just like that. You can rename the text node properly. And now we have to merge all the 3 nodes together. So it's very simple. We have 2 different ways to do that. Simply you can use the old method. You can connect the foreground with the background, foreground with the background, and here you can get 3 different lines, as you can see. But I want to show the second method of merge. It's very simple. Just remove the merge node. In this DaVinci Resolve 18.5, we have all new merge node, which is called multi-merge. You can simply search multi-merge and click on add button. And here you can simply connect all the nodes with this multi-merge, just like this. So it is very simple to use, as you can see. Now we have to type all the 3 lines here. Select the second text and type the second line. Select the third one and type the third line. I'm going to use the third text as a regular. You can create line spacing properly. Perfect. And after that, we have to attach a rectangular mask with the text to limit the area of the text. So it's very simple. Connect the rectangle 1 with the text 1, 2 and 3. And now select the rectangle and create a rectangular mask. You can drag the rectangle right over here maybe. And now we have to check this option inward. After that, you can see the text only outside of the box, as you can see. Perfect. And now it's time to animate the text. So just go to frame number 90. Just select the first text, go to layout, right click on center, click on animate, and repeat the same process for all the text. And then just go to frame number 30. Drag the text inside of the box. Perfect. And here we have the text animation, which is linear. So what we have to do, we have to make it smoother and we have to create time gap between each lines. So it's very simple again. Just go to spline window, go to full screen. And here we have to check text 1, 2, 3 only. Perfect. Click on fit button, highlight all the keyframes, hit H to smooth. Set the CDI at very beginning of this animation and set it like this, and repeat the same process for all the text. Now we have to create a time gap between each text line. So leave the text 1 as it is and just move all the keyframes on frame number 45, just like that. And then you have to uncheck the second text and check the third one only. Click on fit, highlight all the keyframes. Just go to frame number 60 and set it on the frame number 60. Just close the spline window and here we have a time gap with smooth animation. Perfect. And then we have to add one more animation with the text. So select the multi-merge, add a transform node with it, drag the transform to the viewer, select the transform and here we have the pivot. Just hold the left mouse button and drag the value and set the pivot on this corner right over here. Alright, and now let's animate the size. Just go to on frame number 120, just set the value 0.9. Right click on size, click on animate, just go to 1 second forward in time. Here we have to set the value to default 1 and now just go to 1 second forward in time. Lock the scale value as it is. Just go to 1 second forward in time. Let's set the value 0.9 once again. Perfect. So we will get this type of animation, as you can see. Now we have to make it smoother. Just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard, and this time we have to check the transform 3 only. Click on fit button. Here we have this type of graph. Now select these 2 keyframes first, hit S to smooth. Select these 2 keyframes, hit S to smooth. After that, place the CDI on this keyframe, highlight this point and drag the handle and set it like this to create nice and simple smooth graph. Set the CDI right over here as well, highlight this point and drag this handle, set it like this and create this type of nice and simple smooth graph. You can close this spline window and here we can see the result. Perfect. And after that, let's merge the text with the main background. So it's very simple. Connect the output of the transform 3 with this and we will get the new merge. Let's drag the merge to the viewer. And here we have the text animation. Select the merge. Here we have to down the size of the text. So let's down the size. Use this merge 3 node and here we have to set the value 0.9. Perfect. Now you can drag the text over here, just like that. And after that, we have to add some extra text. So it's very simple. Take a new text node, connect the text node with the background, drag the merge forward to the viewer, select the text and type anything whatever you want. Select your favorite font style, set it to regular, and place the text over here. I'm going to set the value 0.03 and set the text in this corner right over here. You can place the text anywhere in the corner. And now we have to animate the text. So I want to use this write on parameter. So it's very simple. Just go to on frame number 120, right click on int, click on animate, and just go to half a second back in time. Let's set the end value 0. So we will get this type of animation, as you can see. And now you can add one more text in the bottom. So select the text node, hit Ctrl C to copy, hit Ctrl V to paste, connect the text to the background and drag the merge to the viewer. Select the text, and this time we have to place it over here. But you can do one more thing. You can align the text on the right hand side. So here we have H anchor. You can click on the right button and then you can set it like this. And after that, you can type your Instagram ID or anything else, just like that. Now let's down the size a bit. So for this one, I'm going to use 0.025, which is looking perfect. Let's increase the tracking amount. I'm going to set the value 1.05. Perfect. And now we have two different text over here. And after that, let's do one more thing, which is very important. I have to create animated line over here. So it's very simple. Take a new background node. You can rename it to the line. So this is the polygon. Let's attach this with the line, and using the polygon I have to create a line. Select the polygon and remove the pre-attached keyframes. So just right click on the text, click on remove polygon to polyline, and select the polygon, and we have to create the line over here. So it's very simple. Click over here, hold shift and click over here as well. And now we have the line right over here. Select the line and you can change the color to white. Hit OK, drag it to the viewer, and now you can turn off the guide. Select the polygon and we have to do some setting with it. So this is the solid box. Uncheck the solid box and increase the border width. I'm going to set the value 0.006 or 0.005, which is looking nice. And we have to animate the position and length. So what we have to do, just go to half a second. Here we have the length. Let's set the length value 0.1. Right click on length, click on animate and go to frame number 90. Here we have to set the length value 1.1, and then we have to animate the position as well. So just go to on frame number 45. Right click on position, click on animate, and let's set the position value 0. And after that, you can go to the frame number 105 and let's set the position 0.9. You can set the bird cap round to square. And here we have the animated lines, but this line is linear right now, so we have to make it smoother. Just go to spline window, make it full screen, increase the flow window, and here uncheck all the nodes and check the polygon only. Click on fit button. Now select all the keyframes by dragging like this. Hit S to smooth. Set the CTI at very beginning of this animation. Highlight this handle and drag it over here maybe, and do the same thing for this graph. Highlight this point, hold this handle and place the handle over here maybe. Perfect. Now you can close the graph editor, and here we have the animated line, as you can see. Now let's merge the line with the background. It's very simple. Drag and drop to the viewer. The text animation is almost ready. But we have to do one more thing with this animation. We have to change the color of the center text and the line. So it's very simple. Select the line first, go to the color select the gradient, and here we have to create a gradient color. You can simply click on the gradient bar and add a point and select the specific color. And now you can set the gradient line to make unique color. So here we have the gradient line, as you can see. Now we have to do the same thing with the middle line. So select the second text, just go to setting, click on gradient option, and here we have to do the same thing. So just do it quickly. And here we have some settings, so play with the setting and create unique gradient color. And here we have the colorful gradient. Now we have to add one more thing. Just select the final node, hit Ctrl plus a space bar for search box and search for the motion blur. So this is the motion blur, hit add button, drag it to the viewer, and now it's almost done. So let's attach the media out with the main output. Just like that. And then you can go to the edit page, click on the loop button, hit Ctrl F to full screen, and let's have a look. Absolutely awesome, right? And that's the wrap for this tutorial. If you have any question or thoughts, feel free to drop a comment below. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up to show your love and support. My name is Vikas and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.